crafting scissors down.
What?
I said, put those scissors down.
Why?
Because this is your scrapbooking subconscious telling you to try a new technique.
And that is?
Tearing.
Oh.
Scrapbooking is the best way to capture memories and make them last a lifetime. But how do you get started without spending a fortune? Pages for the Ages is here to help you out.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Newman from Pages for the Ages Scrapbooking, and today we're talking about the tearing technique. Now, tearing paper is a very simple and beautiful technique which I use on many of my pre-made scrapbooking templates, which you can find at my shop online. The idea behind tearing paper, rather than cutting it, is that it creates a very layered, very textured, and soft look. I usually associate tearing with pastel colors, photographs that I find very beautiful, peaceful, and serene. Now today I'm going to teach you 3 different ways which we can incorporate the tearing technique into our scrapbooking pages. And I actually just thought of a really great acronym which will help us remember those ways. So first, B stands for borders, E for embellishments, and P for photo mats, which spells BEP, and that's actually not very helpful. Showing you the technique is much easier than explaining it, so let's get going. Here I have an example of how I use the tearing technique to create a border around a scrapbook page. Now, as you can see, I tore the paper right along here. This pattern paper has something called a white core, and that means when you rip it, you receive this additional color. I really like the layering effect and what it does for this page. As you can see, it kind of draws the eye to the center of the page, and this is the main focus, is that picture right there. Now, what would this have looked like if we had not used the tearing technique? I have an example of that. Try to imagine that this is a straight edge square. It has a completely different feel to it. I don't feel that it's as interesting. It's much more rigid feeling, and it looks more like a portrait. So I really appreciate the tearing technique and how it gives this scrapbook page a very soft look. Here we have an example of how I use tearing to create an embellishment. This page can be found in my shop online. As you can see, the tearing was done right here. It was a combination of tearing as well as cutting with regular scissors. Let me explain how that was done. I chose a piece of patterned paper to begin with and started with a straight edge. Went ahead and tore the paper. And now I have that nice white core showing. Then I used a scissors to create the wave look. And we'll cut it off right there. Now, embellishments like these can be added anywhere on a page to give the page additional character. Now I'm going to show you how to use the tearing technique to create a photo mat. As you can see, I've chosen the background pieces of paper for my new scrapbook page, and I've chosen the photo that I want to be the main center and focus of the page. Now, by itself, this page looks pretty simple, and so we want to add a few embellishments such as a photo mat so that we draw more attention to this photo. I've chosen these 3 sheets of scrap paper to create my photo mat. I chose these colors based on the fact that there's already a lot of blue on this page, and so I want to draw out some of the accent colors such as the white, the pink, and the tan. Now, when you create your photo mat, you can have your photograph in the center of that mat. However, for this particular demo, I'm going to try something where I have the photo a little off-center, and what that will do is create 2 tabs over here where I could do some journaling, maybe write her name or a special phrase that I connect with the photo. So let's go ahead and get started. All we need are our hands to start tearing. found 3 great ways to use our tearing technique with our borders, embellishments, and photo mats. Now in all of my demonstrations today, I tore the paper by hand. Creative Memories does sell a tool for this process. It's called the Wavy Tearing Tool. I personally would like to save my $10, but if there's anyone out there who's tried this tool and would recommend it, let us know in the comments below. I'm Jennifer Newman from Pages for the Ages Scrapbooking. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time.